Today is May 22nd. Makes it day what, 11? Noon position, 30 degrees, 41 minutes north. 127 degrees, 25 minutes, well I'll make it 26 minutes. 127 degrees, 26 minutes west. 1,656 miles from the big island of Hawaii. Our course is 240. Our speed is averaging just about 4 knots under the number 3 jib. Sometimes it bounces up to 5 knots. The seas are lumpy. We got some pretty good sized rollers coming from the north, up to about 10 feet. Had some fun surfing them going due south a little while earlier, but that got to be a little bit too much, so we're back on our course of 240, running slightly cross swell, taking the waves on the quarter. And so wind and waves out of the north, almost due north. Very favorable wind for us. We got tired yesterday. Yesterday the conditions were pretty much like this. Very gray and overcast in the morning, lumpy seas. Wind was a little bit more westerly yesterday. Hadn't had a good night's sleep in a couple of days, and although the afternoon was fun, we put up the main and the working jib and we're flying along at 6 and 7 knots. That was a lot of work. So come sundown, we reduced sail and hove to and decided to just pack it in, get a good night's sleep, get some rest. We were really tired, both of us. So, and now the boat will almost hold the course. She'll veer off every 45 minutes or so, so I have to stay in the cockpit. One of us has to stay out in the cockpit to keep her on course. But she'll pretty much hold it. But these waves are big, so when we go down in the trough between some of these big swells, the sail gets blanketed a little bit, and so she's having a little bit of trouble under those conditions. All in all, it's not bad. We have favorable winds. We're able to make good progress, but the seas are lumpy and it's a little rough, so it's not terribly comfortable. Laura hasn't been able to cook a really good meal. We've had some hot stuff, you know, just empty a can into a can of something and heat it up. So we've had some hot meals, but the really good stuff that we've become accustomed to, we haven't been able to have. We've gone through most of our snacks already. It's only 12 days, 11 days into the trip, 10 days into the trip, 11 days. And we've gone through a lot of our snacks. Temperature's still around 60. Warm up. Of course, it's not going to warm up that much. It really does, out on the ocean, it's going to stay cool right down into the tropics. But it's a heck of a lot warmer than it was north up here, up in San Francisco Bay and farther north. And when the sun comes out, it's downright pleasant. Looking around, we got a little blue sky off to windward, so it's promising.
What did we have for supper last night?
Huh?
What did we have for supper last night?
What did we have for supper last night? Succotash. A can of beans and a can of corn. But it hit the spot, you know. And some bread and butter with that. So it hit the spot. It was hot, it was filling, it was, you know, nourishing and good. So.
And we had a can of peaches and ginger snaps for dessert.
And ginger snaps and canned peaches for dessert. That's right. That was good too.
How's it going, Chuck?
Pretty good. Pretty good. You know, the rubber band's been doing a fine job of steering for, what, 6-7 hours now?
Pretty much all day.
Yeah, longer than that even. It's 8 o'clock. So, yeah.
Which is good, because it's pretty darn wet out there.
Yeah, well, you know, those waves, they keep... You know. I don't know where they keep coming from. I mean, it was perfectly, you know, cool, and then every once in a while, 2 or 3 times an hour, something like a bomb going off next to the boat. Anyway, but it's cool, you know.
So what you reading?
Huh?
What you reading?
What am I reading? I'm reading a medieval romance called The Scarlet Lion.
Do you consider that a romance? I don't
Oh, yeah,
really think that's a
definitely a
romance,
romance.
is it?
Sure it is.
Huh.
Romance.
I wouldn't put it as a romance.
Yeah,
There's
it's a
not really
romance.
much romance in it.
Well, there's not enough fighting for it to be action. They say, you know, the extent of the fighting is there was a battle and so and so won, and that's it. So mostly it's just, yeah, I think it's a romance.
Well,
There's certainly more sex than violence.
and there's not that much sex in it.
Not that much sex, but there's more of that and more graphic description of that than there is violence.
And there's hardly graphic description of the sex in there.
Yeah, well, they go into more detail about he took off her clothes and, you know, I mean, he unlaced her gown and
And the thighs parted and it was a great evening. But other than that,
it's kind of the same way they describe the battles. You know.
anyway, well,
Where's my ukulele? Oh, where the go swimming by. Yes, where the go swimming by.